In this episode, we attempt to move the boat from Port Angeles to Seattle and tackle some flooding in the bilge. Good morning! It's the day of the trip to Seattle. So we woke up super early this morning. Hopefully you can hear me. We have both engines running and we're warming them up, getting them ready to go. So we're pretty excited to make our trip to Seattle. And it's going to be a little dark in here because we don't have our technically we could turn the 12-volt system on for lights if we need it. We do have our 4 house batteries, so we could do that. We just probably won't unless we really have to. We want to save them in case of an emergency. So probably have at a minimum like our nav lights on and stuff like that. But we got my dad here to help. He's gonna help us through the locks and everything that we need to do. Should be about ready to go. Quieter out here.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Cold.
Woo! It is freezing out here.
It is.
There's my dad over there.
Arctic journey, here we go.
Yeah? How long do you think it's gonna take us?
Several hours. At least.
Yeah.
It always takes longer than you think. We're in the easiest part right now. I think the hardest part is going to be, going through the locks and getting parked, and also probably into the sound.
Frozen. As you can see, we are not in Seattle. It didn't go as planned. Everything was going fine. It was running really smoothly. The engine sounded really nice. And then probably within, just a couple miles, maybe even not even that, the engines just stopped. We couldn't get them to start again. So we were stranded. We didn't film any of this because we were just trying to figure out what was going on.
Basically what happened was we have 2 fuel tanks, one on the port and one on the starboard side, and the starboard fuel tank run dry. Fuel from the starboard tank, in addition to being pulled into both engines, was draining over to the port side tank. So it drained the starboard tank completely and then both engines died. We're not exactly sure why, if there's a blockage in the port side tank, but in order to get running again, we are able to use our priming pumps to fill up one of the ray cores, and then the priming pump for the starboard side was also broken. We filled up the port side ray core with diesel again and transferred fuel over to the starboard tank, and then we were able to run from then. It took us a couple hours to get that all figured out. And by that time of the day, it was going to be too late to make the journey and then go through the locks. We didn't want to go through the locks at dark and try to park into the new slip because it's a pretty tight fit. We took the journey back to Port Angeles Marina. Luckily, we hadn't given up our slip there yet and parked on one engine, which was a bit challenging, but we were able to make that happen. And now we have a lot of work to do to try to figure out some of the issues. There's some pressure gauges that we can add on the ray cores to let us know if there's any sort of fuel line obstructions. So we're gonna install those and we'll video that. And
we might end up just getting it to a point where the plumbing works, we can take a hot shower, we can like use the bathroom and basically make it a little bit more comfortable. And then at that point we could stay, a couple weeks at a time. Then we'll be able to get much more progress than what we can now, working like once or twice a month, going out there for a couple days at a time. We're fine, we like it out in Port Angeles. And also get the towing insurance, because that would have been around $2,000 for them to tow us like 1 mile. Yeah. All right, we'll check in next time. Maybe get some plumbing done.
Yeah.
Okay, talk later. So, we have a bit of a leak. We're not sure if it was mostly from when we had that failed attempt, if the water came in through the packing glands then, or if this has come in recently. Some of it could be fresh water, we're not really sure, so we're gonna try and figure that out because it is literally almost flooded. I'm glad we came here when we did.
Our bilge pump had stopped working due to the buildup of gunk in the bilge. We wired up an old spare one in the meantime to pump out the water that had collected, and we plan to clean out the bilge soon so we won't have to worry about our new bilge pumps clogging up while we're away. Join us next time as we connect our shore power system and begin work on the plumbing. Thank you to everyone who has been submitting advice and words of encouragement in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks for watching!